Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The story is about a high school student named Kuramoto who is unexpectedly admitted to a special class full of isekai heroes. He is tasked with becoming their support character to prevent them from dying in the other worlds they are summoned to. Though he initially doubts his abilities, he vows to work hard and improve while supporting the heroes. On to the next novel we have. The Card Apprentice is a story about a man named Chen Miu who creates powerful cards that attract the attention of various interest groups. Through his intelligence and toughness, he becomes a successful card creator and card fighter, leading to fame, wealth, and danger. He eventually becomes an inspiration to all. The reviewer gave it a rating of 84. On to the next novel we have. The protagonist transmigrates into a world where pets are the center of everything and runs a pet store. However, they struggle with handling astral pets, and their younger sister constantly belittles them. The story includes a system to help them on their road to greatness. The reviewer gave it a rating of 86. On to the next novel we have. The protagonist of Nanomancer Reborn. I've become a snow girl, becomes a powerful Nanomancer, but is captured and experimented on. After being freed, she seeks revenge and joins a hero's party. She meets her demise while fighting the hero and wakes up in the snowfields as a snow girl. On to the next novel we have. The Godfather of Champions is a story about the pursuit of victory, told through the perspective of Tony Twain, a manager who only cares about winning and becoming champions. He is both loved and hated by the press, and his players are his most loyal believers. Despite not being well liked by people, he does not care how others see him. His love story and knowledge of Chinese soccer also garnered widespread attention. He is the #1 star of the team and famous for endorsing clothing brands and electronic games, publishing his autobiography, and even planning to shoot an inspirational film based on his life experiences. Debuting this summer, the book highlights Tony Twain's legendary experience as the richest, most successful, most controversial manager with the most unique personality. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a man named Su Qin who enters a world where martial artists and Buddhist monks dominate. Since he has no martial arts qualifications, he becomes a sweeping monk in the Shaolin Temple. He discovers a sign-in system that allows him to obtain various powerful abilities by signing in at different places in the temple. Su Qin spends 20 years signing in everywhere in the temple and becomes incredibly powerful. When the temple is attacked by demons, Su Qin uses his abilities to protect it. On to the next novel we have. Pei Qian, president of Tengda Corporation, finds himself possessing a system that rewards him for losing money. He decides to make crappy games, knowing that if they flop, he will lose his investment cost and be rewarded. On to the next novel we have. The title of the story is Demon Sect Cultivation. I can disable debuffs, and the rating given is 84. The protagonist transmigrates and becomes a disciple of the demon sect, relying on a technique modifier to become powerful. The protagonist learns a dangerous technique called Blood Nerve, which has negative side effects, such as becoming bloodthirsty, insane, and brain dead. However, the system modifies the technique and cancels out the side effects. On to the next novel we have. I Am the Monarch is about a man named Roan who, after running away from his village to become a great general, returns 20 years later as a lowly squad commander and dies on the battlefield. He then comes back in time with the goal of becoming a monarch instead. With knowledge of his future, he sets out to achieve his new goal. The reviewer rated it 86. On to the next novel we have. The novel, Superstars of Tomorrow, follows a well-known composer named Fang Zhao who is reborn 500 years after the apocalypse in the body of a cheated student. Despite facing bitter difficulties, he rises to become a superstar in this new world. The novel has a rating of 86. On to the next novel we have. The story is titled The Tutorial is Too Hard, and is about Li Hojie's escape from a difficult tutorial he was invited to. The difficulty he chose was Hell. The reviewer rated it 88 out of 100. On to the next novel we have. The book, 48 Hours a Day, is about a young man named Zhang Heng who discovers he has 24 more hours in a day than everyone else. He is recruited to participate in a mysterious game by an old man who claims to have given him this gift of time. Zhang Heng soon finds himself embroiled in different versions of reality and exposed to hidden secrets of the world. On to the next novel, we have. The title of the story is Archean Eon Art. The story is about Meng Chuan, a young genius who wants to kill all demons because of his mother's sacrifice. He joins the Archean Mountain Sect to get the best training and resources to fight demons. He also enjoys drawing, which helps him become stronger. The story is about his journey to slay demons with the help of his fellow humans. The story received a rating of 86. On to the next novel, we have. The story is about a boy from a village who joins a minor sect and becomes an unofficial disciple. Despite his mediocre aptitude, he strives to become an immortal, facing devilish demons and ancient celestials along the way. The rating for this story is 84. On to the next novel, we have. Beyond the Timescape is a novel by Zhen, known for his other works such as I Shall Seal the Heavens and Renegade Immortal. The story follows Shu Qing, who lives in a world where the weak are preyed upon by the strong and cultivators risk mutation and death. Despite the brutal circumstances, Shu Qing seeks to survive and find his lost family. He is his own person and encounters good people who become his close friends. The novel explores themes of life, death, and what lies beyond. On to the next novel, we have. Gourmet of Another World is a fantasy novel with a rating of 84. It tells the story of a small restaurant in a world where martial artists have incredible powers. The restaurant serves dishes made from mythical ingredients and attracts many powerful individuals. The chef is protected by a divine beast and a robotic assistant. The story includes crazy women who are impressed by the chef's cooking. On to the next novel, we have. The novel, Birth of the Demonic Sword, tells the story of a young man who is accidentally killed and wakes up in a new world of cultivation. Noah Balvin, the protagonist, was a transmigrator with no purpose in his previous life, but in his new life, he aims to overcome his social status and become powerful enough to stand above everyone. The novel deals with his struggle to obtain power and stand free in the sky above anyone. With a rating of 86, this is a novel worth reading. On to the next novel, we have. The legendary Moonlight Sculptor is a novel about Li Yun, a man who is forsaken by the world and a slave to money. He is known as the legendary god of war in the popular MMORPG Continent of Magic. After deciding to quit the game, he sells his legendary avatar for 3 billion won, but loses almost all the money to vicious loan sharks. He rises from the abyss with newfound resolve and steps forward into the new age of games led by the first ever virtual reality MMORPG, Royal Road. The story follows his path to becoming emperor with his family's loving heart, his desire for money, his unexpected mind, his diligently forged body, and the talent of hard work backing him. The novel has a rating of 90. On to the next novel, we have. The story is about a chat group for people with Chuni disease that called each other fellow Taoist, Palace Master, True Monarch, and other titles. They talk about pill refining, exploring ancient ruins, and techniques. The protagonist discovers that not everything in the group is what it initially appears to be. The reviewer gave the work a 90 rating. On to the next novel, we have. The novel's Extra is about a man named Kim Ha-jin who wakes up in an unfamiliar body in a world he created but never finished writing about. He becomes a filler character with no importance to the story and must stay close to the main plot in order to escape. However, he soon realizes that the world is not identical to his creation. My rating for this book is 86. On to the next novel, we have. The Dimensional Sovereign is a strategic RPG where dreams and reality are linked. The main character gains the power of Wanmeng, where killing monsters in his dreams boosts his level in reality. He aims to dominate the entire world and universe through his newfound strength. The rating for the story is 84. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.